Hey guys, and welcome back to Apex Guide to Adulting. In today's video, I'm going to be talking you through something that has affected me quite a lot in my personal life. It's whether you should or shouldn't date where you work, where you live, or within your friendship group. It can be quite a difficult subject and quite a lot of differing opinions on this. So bear with me, I'm just going to talk about me and my experiences and what my personal opinions are. If you have a differing opinion, any questions, or you just want to have a chat, feel free to leave a question or comment in the forum post just above you on the left. But let's just dive straight in. So for me, as quite an introverted person, I struggle to make friends or find people that I would like to date really outside of either work or my places where I've gone to school or education. So the majority of my relationships have come from those two places. I know a few of my friends have also dated within friendship groups or within their own housemates. Now don't get me wrong, everybody's going to have horror stories about dating and their exes and how bad things have been, but I would like to stress caution with this. Dating within like a friendship group or within your housemates, whether your friendship group is from work, outside of work, education, whatever, can be great. You already know each other as friends, you know you already get on, you don't have to go through that awkward stage where you're trying to learn things about each other because you already do. You're already comfortable with each other. So it kind of takes some of the awkwardness out of the beginning stage of your relationships. It can also, for people that do struggle to form connections and friendships or are introverted like myself, it gives you a leg up where you wouldn't normally have it, because you're not exactly going to be the kind of person, well, if you're like me, that goes out to a club with the intention of trying to find somebody, at least in that context. However, when things go wrong or when you do break up, it is terrible. I myself had a terrible breakup with one of my exes who was friends with all of my friends. I worked with them and I lived with them at the time. So it's like the triple threat there, and it was horrible. Within the space of pretty much a day, I lost all of my friends. I felt like I couldn't show my face in work anymore, and my home atmosphere was just terrible for at least until this person could move out. It can really, really throw a spanner in the works. Obviously, that's quite an extreme example. Not everybody's going to be living and working with their partner, but it's just a word of warning to you guys. That I would ever say, don't date somebody that you don't want to, or stay away from dating within your friendship group, because it can work out really well. I know people that have been with their partner for 12 years now, started off as friends, were in the same friendship groups in school, now happily married, expecting kids. So that's great. It just doesn't work out that way for everybody. In my opinion, which isn't exactly gospel, which isn't exactly hard and fast, I appreciate, you would be wise to not date where it's going to have repercussions if it goes wrong. Now, I understand that's probably a bit negative of me to be preparing for something to go wrong, but it's always, in my opinion, it's always safer to do that, just in case. Because if you live with somebody and you work with somebody, or you live with somebody and you're in education with somebody, or you're in the same friendship group as somebody and then you also work with them, it just affects so many avenues of your life, which if you're in a young age, if you're like 18, 19, you're just finding your way in the world, that can be really, really detrimental and set you back so far in your kind of discovery of yourself and the world and where you stand in it. And as well, you do have to take into account the fact that other people may be affected by this as well. So say you're dating within a friendship group and things go sour between the two of you and it's a group of 5. Those 3 other friends may feel like they have to choose between the 2 of you if the breakup isn't amicable, and that can cause a friendship group to fracture and potentially just not exist anymore. It can cause really horrible atmospheres in shared housing if you are in a small educational group. For example, in my university, I think there's maybe 25 of us in the class. If there were to be a fractured relationship, something that broke up in between that class, it would cause a bit of atmosphere and a bit of animosity within that class, even though 25 is still a relatively large group. I would just always advise to err on the side of caution, keep yourself safe and happy, and if possible, try not to potentially, and if possible, try not to put yourself in a situation where things could be ruined further down the line. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop me an email, drop me a message, or leave a comment in the forum post so that we can have a little chat. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.